Hello, happy Tuesday. I am so excited to be here with you today. I hope that there's several of you that will be able to jump on and join me for today's fun project. I'm super excited about it. I am featuring today one of the brand new stamp sets in the upcoming 2020-2021 catalog that starts June 3rd. This is Celebrate Sunflowers, and it's got some gorgeous images and some great fonts in the sentiments there. So, super excited. I'm already seeing people jump on. Hey, Amelia, so glad you're here. I'm really excited about this stem set. It does have coordinating dies that go with it, but I'm not going to use the dies that go with it today. So I'm just giving you a little sneak peek of one of the awesome products that is coming our way. All right, so I'm going to set this aside and show you what we're making. So today we are making this card here, and I wanted to show you there are 4 different options that happen as you cut out your layers for this one. So this card was inspired, hey Ginger, by a project I saw created by Elizabeth Rush, and I just thought it was really nice using the color block and being able to do a quickly stamped images and die cut out your parts, and you get this great focal point. So this is what I'm going to show you how to make today. So I hope that you love it. Yes? All right, so let me set this aside and get started with this. So I'm going to start off with my Stamparatus. So I've already set up my sentiment and my floral image right on the Stamparatus so that it does my placement very easily. So this is a card I actually created multiples of because I sent this out with my new catalogs. So if you have not placed an order with me in the last 6 months, that means you're not on my catalog mailing list. So, hey Sheila, so glad you joined us. So if you want a copy of the new catalog, I'm happy to send one to you. Just go out and place an order with me. Yay, right? Okay. So, and you get one of these fabulous cards with it as well. So I'm going to start off with just a piece of Whisper White cardstock. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I'm going to lay this in my Stamparatus and just put this magnet down to hold that in place for me. And then I'm going to ink up, and hopefully I'm in camera here. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So let's see if I can make sure I am in camera here. Hopefully, and let me slide this back just a smidge. And hopefully I'm not making this worse. Okay, I'm going to try this and make sure that I keep my belly out, my head out, and get this all stamped and inked up. Okay, so I'm just taking my Memento black ink and inking up that stamp right there on my Stamparatus. I'm going to fold this over and stamp that sentiment. So if you've not tried the Stamparatus, this is a great stamp positioning tool. One of my favorite things is that if I mess up and I don't get good ink coverage, I can simply apply some more ink and fold it over and stamp it again and get a nice image. So if you struggle with that, the Stamparatus is a nice tool for you to have. All right, so now I'm going to take this. Let's move the Stamparatus out of the way for just a moment. We will bring it back. And I want to add texture to this layer. So I am using the gorgeous, gorgeous new Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. I think this is going to be one of my absolute favorites out of the new catalog. So I'm just going to place this layer right inside this folder. Go ahead and build my sandwich and run it through my die cutting machine. And when you bring it back, it looks like this. Isn't that awesome? I hope you guys can see that great texture. Maybe, hopefully. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I love it so much. Okay, so next I am going to take my piece of 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 inch thick white cardstock, and I folded it in half, but I'll go ahead and do that again and run my bone folder for a nice good crease. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pop this layer up right on top with some Stampin' Dimensionals. So let's put some of those on the back. You could use the mini or the regular. I like to use the regular for layers like this, although it really doesn't matter. See if my hands cooperate to take the backing paper off of these today. All right, I'm going to flip that over and lay that right down on my layer. All right, perfect. So I've got that on there. Looks great. Now I'm going to set this aside while I create the focal point. So this is what I think is the fun part. So I'm going to pull back in my Stamparatus. And I have placed the sunflower image, so much detail, love this, right on my plate. And so I've already set this up ahead of time, so you guys don't have to watch me try to do that. And then I've got 4 different pieces of cardstock that I'm going to stamp this image on. So I've got the new, these are some of the new in colors, 4 of the new in colors. So this is Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Bumblebee, and Just Jade. So some really nice colors, and I think they look really nice together. That doesn't always happen with in colors. Sometimes they're intended to not necessarily coordinate with each other, but with other colors in the color palette. While I think these are great with other colors in the color palette, they actually look wonderful together as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take each one of these and I'm going to lay it down in my Stamparatus. Okay. Put my magnet on there, and I am going to ink up this flower. Whoa, I got a little crazy here. I'm going to ink up this flower. Make sure it's nice and covered, and I'm going to stamp that image. So again, I put this on the Stamparatus because I had multiples to create, since this was the card that I put in my packets. Hey, Kay. No worries being late. You can always watch the replay if you miss too much. So the second thing is sometimes on a larger image, you don't get a nice ink coverage the first time you try it. So this allows me a little leeway where I could ink this back up. So again, I'm going to do this with all 4 pieces of cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with you guys. Hopefully that's all right that I'm doing that. So, so are you excited about the new catalog? I know that people have been sharing sneak peeks. I've not shared many. My box just recently arrived. So I've got some design work to work on for my June Forget-Me-Not class. So if you are a fan of fun fold and techniques, I would love for you to join me for my card club. We have 4 fabulous projects that we make each month. Plus I post lots of fun bonus tutorials. I think there's at least 12 each month that I've been posting. But if you do love more advanced cards, a little more going on, that would be a great club for you to join. I'll make sure that I add the link to that after this video so that you can get in there. If you join by June 1st, then, oh, I didn't get that good. So this is where I'm going to show you. This is the great part of the Stamparatus. I'm going to just ink that up again and stamp it again. So as I was saying, if you sign up for my card club by June 1st, then you will get the June card kits in the mail if you're doing the product club. So the product club is available globally. The tutorial club is, sorry, I said that backwards. The product club is only available in the U.S. because I can only sell Stampin' Up! Products in the U.S. The tutorial only option does not come with the card kits. But it is available globally. So you have to choose which one you like better, fits your needs better. Awesome. Okay, so this is the last one that I'm stamping. So we'll move this out of the way, get that out of our way, and then I'll just show this to you one more time so you can see all of these right here. Great. So I've got the Bumblebee, the Just Jade, the Magenta, and the Misty Moonlight. All right, so now I'm going to, what I did was I took shapes from the stitched rectangle dies and then one of them from the stitched shapes dies, and I kind of laid them out how we wanted them and then adhered them temporarily together with some washi tape. This will come right off. Hey, Dana. Nice to see you. Hey, Linda. Glad that you guys could join us. So just put some washi tape on here to temporarily hold this together. I don't have to do this, but because I was making many cards, again, I said I put these in my catalog, so I had to make quite a few of these babies. So this made this fast and easy for me. So then I could just lay this down right on the stamped image that I did and run this through the Big Shot or your die cutting boss machine, whatever you have. So I'm going to lay that and go ahead and run that through. All right. So I'm going to do that for all 4, and then I'm going to end up with these pieces here. So I've got a stack of all 4 in each of the 4 colors. So what I did, and I love that this is, you can make 4 cards with one, is I just kind of laid out my 4 pieces. Not that the order really matters. And then for the next color I picked up, I just laid it out again, trying to rotate the pieces so that I get one of each on each of the groups here. And hopefully this is making some sense. I did something wrong. There we go. All right. So now I have one of each image in each of the layouts. So you can see when I lay those out like that, hopefully you can see this. I've got one of each color. So I get 4 cards out of this process that I'm going through. Okay? All right. So I'm going to show you how to put this together. Move this out of the way. So when I die cut, it kind of created a nice template for me. So this is what I used, again, to speed this up. Hey, Joan, so glad you're here today. So I used this as a way to speed it up. I could eyeball and adhere these down in place. But again, because I was making quite a few of the same card, I wanted to use this template. So I'm just laying it down on my card front as a guide. And then I'm going to pull out my liquid adhesive, and I'm going to flip these over. Put some liquid adhesive on the back of each one of these. And get that out of the way. Hopefully I don't get too terribly sticky. And then I'm going to use this template to kind of put my puzzle pieces back in. The reason I'm using liquid adhesive, I've got 2 reasons for that. One is I am going on a textured cardstock, and so sometimes it's better to use a liquid adhesive. It's going to adhere a little bit easier when you've got all that texture and depth going on. Okay, and then I'm going to carefully remove my template, and then I can just kind of push those down a little bit better. So the second reason I used liquid adhesive is if I took that template off and I needed to slide anything, I have a moment to kind of shift these around a little bit. So I just think that that's kind of cool. So how fast is that, right? So when you've got a nice stack of cards that you're making, this is super helpful. All right, let's see if I can grab my Take Your Pick tool. And of course, we want a little bling on our project. So let's just grab, I'm going to put one there. And I'm going to put a couple right here to kind of finish that off on the outside. Awesome. And then I left the inside blank. You could stamp the inside as well. You could stamp, there's a smaller floral image that would be really nice. So you could stamp this on the inside if you wanted to. You could add one of the sentiments if you want. I left it blank because I wanted to keep this generic so that my customers that I was sending this to could use this for just about anything that they want to use this for. Right? Cool? All right. So I do need to tell you that this morning, Stampin' Up! Announced a join special for new demonstrators that join our team starting June 3rd. So if you love this stamp set and you have a very long wish list, I know I have a very long wish list. So if your wish list is more than $100, it is worth getting a continual discount and joining my team. So you can, for a $99, you will be able to get $125 in the product of your choice. So anything you want, plus starting June 3rd for 1 month only, the join special is you get any bundle in the new catalog for free. Woohoo! It's such an awesome deal. So, you know, the bundles can really range in prices. So you get to choose the one that you like. So that starts June 3rd. Yay. So, you know, the starter kit, you also get free shipping. And I don't know if you know, but you get a free paper pumpkin kit, past paper pumpkin kit in it. It's always a surprise. We never know which kit it is. But I think that's exciting that you get a paper pumpkin kit in there as well. So, all right, I'll move this aside. All right. Questions, if you've got any questions, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I will come back and read them. I'm terrible at doing it while I'm live. I get distracted too easy. Shiny objects for me, right? So I will put all the cut dimensions and the supply list in the header of the video afterwards, and I will make sure that I give you the link to join my Forget Me Not Club, the link to join my team as well. If you're not ready to jump into that yet and you would like to do some simple paper crafting, gather your friends together virtually, I'd be happy to do an online workshop with you as well. That's lots of fun. Okay, so leave me some comments, give me some love, let me know if I need to do some improving. Follow me, whatever makes you happy. Share this with your crafty friends. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you all next Tuesday. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.